Having a corporate or charity golf event? Vac Swing Golf Events can supply your tournament with personable, professional golfers to entertain and fundraise on the golf course. They can accommodate any size group, whether it be 3 players to 500. They are your team. From range lessons, Beat the Pro, and Pro-Am style roaming, they're making lasting memories one swing at a time. So make sure to check out VacSwingGolfEvents.com or call us direct at 661-316-3093 and book your pros now.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to On Par with Amanda, Uncensored. Let's bring in Mr. Biggs himself.
Hey, what's happening, everybody?
Hello. Okay,
Hello.
So I want to dive right in because I feel like we both are going to have a lot to say on this topic. But just recently, I had the pleasure of playing golf with 3 LPGA players, and it was just incredible. It was a great feel. I have to give a shout out. So Anne-Marie Pauly, French LPGA player, just a treat to play golf with her. Played with a few other LPGA players. Just a fun day in general. I went out and when I started, normally I'm not really nervous to ever go out and play now that I'm not competing.
Right.
And I was super nervous. I just wanted to make a good showing. I didn't need to shoot 6 under. I just needed to shoot around even par, and we were happy, and hit the ball solid. And so I caught myself being very nervous, and I haven't been that way in a while. Now, flip over, I'm now helping out with Liberty High School girls golf team. And it's been just the coolest experience ever. But that's completely on the other end of the spectrum. I'm working with the freshmen. Some of them have never played golf before. And, they're learning. They're learning the process and how to even be on a golf course. So 2 vast, different worlds in 1 week. So I want to dive into kind of the mindset when you play golf. When we play with buddies, play with friends, there's no reason really to get nervous because we take a drop. I'm not going to sit there and hit it out of the weeds, and you just kind of play. So Biggs, talk to me about a time. What makes you nervous versus not being nervous? Have you been nervous playing golf? Have you not been nervous?
Yeah, it goes back to that saying, if you don't ever feel nerves, then maybe it's not something you should be doing at times,
Right.
especially when it's in a competitive mode. Yes, absolutely. Many times. But my first time, I will tell you, was my first celebrity golf tournament where I was a celebrity in that tournament.
Oh my gosh.
It was for the Catholic Charities in Chicago. And that's when I was working for Oldies, and I was told that I was going to be a celebrity in my very first tournament. And then I was going to be the 5th in a foursome that paid thousands of dollars to golf with a celebrity. Now, here I am, maybe a year and a half on the radio, and I'm about to play with a foursome, and I wasn't very good at all. I was 20-something handicap. Okay. Now, you talk about nerves. I had no idea what their skill level was.
Right. It's
right.
Kind of blind.
And I'm getting on that tee box, and here they paid thousands of dollars to golf with somebody. And what is their expectations from that celebrity?
Sure.
But I was fortunate. It was 4 great guys. But still, I was like, I don't know what, I just hope to get this thing off the tee box.
Yeah,
And
for
sure enough, I did. But one of the things that helped me along the way was thinking I was out there with my friend Ken playing golf and not with this foursome.
Right. Not putting so much pressure on yourself.
Yeah.
I will say, so especially the freshmen that are brand new, trying to navigate, learn the game, not only learn the skill of golf, but trying to conquer how to course manage.
And I got to be honest, I didn't know the rules.
Yeah.
I had no clue the rules of golf when I did that tournament.
And to be fair, there are more rules in golf Even me, when I was out with the freshmen and I was following them, we were talking about, like, I said, oh, do you guys play desert rule, where just to save time? I know a lot of, like, even on the Cactus Tour, we played desert rule at certain courses just so you didn't take a 12 on the hole.
Right.
But with that, these things, they're just now navigating. So a couple of the girls asked me, like, how do you overcome nerves? How do you stand over the ball? And honestly, after thinking about my round with the LPGA ladies and thinking about playing with my buddies, really the only thing that can get you through that is experience. And you have to be there. You have to go through it a couple of times, more than a couple of times, to finally get to a place where you're like, I feel confident in my golf swing. I feel confident what I'm doing. And therefore, so I my heart goes out to these freshmen, because, like I said, they're learning the actual skill of swinging a golf club, but then they have no experience to back it up as far as, well, I've done this before. I know I can do it. And then they're standing out on like, we went and played 3 holes just to get them out there. And, and they're just like, it's a whole new world together. And so it really brought me back. And so I laughed, I chuckled, because there should have been no reason that I was nervous to go play with these LPGA ladies that, yes, they have accolades. Yes, they've won on tour, but I know my skill level and I know what I'm capable of. And I'm definitely capable of keeping up with them.
Amanda, I tell you this, I still get nervous today when I get on the course in a competitive mode.
Sure.
And another case was my first, Tom Dreesen, who is a guy that I've admired, through my childhood, my adulthood. He's a comedian, and he had a Tom Dreesen Invitational. All of a sudden, I get an email when I was on WRLR to go golf as a celebrity in this event. And I'm like, Tom Dreesen wants me?
You're like, what?
Oh my God, really? And I said yes right away. But knowing that I was going to be around more celebrities, I was going to be around, because that Catholic Charities was local celebrities. You had radio station, TV station, local athlete, this was national celebrities. I mean, movie stars and comedians and athletes and everything else. And here I am in the midst with these people.
Yeah.
And rubbing elbows with these people. That again, I mean, I was nervous.
Yeah. It's not a very settling feeling when you're not walking into something super confident. And even I've had times where I've been super confident, but your underlying, I think we as golfers tend to be very hard on ourselves. And so what I would say to amateurs out there that maybe are struggling with this, at some point, maybe
take a deep breath.
Yeah. You have to just go back to the basics.
Yeah.
You have to, like you said, take a breath before the shot.
Right.
And feel like, okay, I can do this. And also just try to visualize. So if you're hitting your 7-iron, think about a shot that you pured with your 7-iron, or you hit well with your, like, reassure yourself, okay, I can do it. This is fine. And it's a lot easier.
Here's the other thing that I was told when I first got into radio by a good mentor of mine, Ken Cocker, and he's still on the radio in Chicago area. But he told me one time, he said, whenever you're on the radio, imagine you talking to your best friend. So you're not talking to a group of people, but you're talking to one person.
Sure.
And you might have 1.5 million friends that you're talking to at one time, but you're talking to one person.
Sure.
When you're get on that tee box, I would say this and give this advice. Take that deep breath and imagine you having fun with the best friend that you guys just go out there and practice, in whatever case might be, and hit shots. Just imagine you two being out there and you're not in the midst of a competition.
Right. And I think a lot of people put so much pressure on themselves. And it's like, okay, I get it. You want to play well, but it self-sabotages when you try to overthink it, overswing, overdo this, and and you're worried about what your opponent's doing. I think that gets you in more trouble.
I'll give you an example. So that I was invited year number 2 to Tom Dreesen, and I said, okay, I'm going to bring my co-host / producer with, give him a bone, right, and drag him
Right.
along. And so I was talking to Lionel Richie, I was talking with some other celebrities and stuff like that, and we get on a tee box, and we're paired up with 2 Chicago Bears and a soap opera star. And I forgot the guy's name. So we're paired up with them, and the 2 Chicago Bears asked Dennis, "Oh, how much golf experience do you have?" Blah blah blah, right? And Dennis started talking about how he golfed against Tiger Woods in college, and
Oh gosh.
yeah, right. And I'm like, "Oh, here we go."
There we go.
He just let the nerves get to him, and he
Yeah.
shanked the shot right.
Oh
And
my
he
god.
goes, "Yeah, and I could tell you never beat Tiger Woods." I mean, they started busting his ass
Oh, that's so great.
right away, but it's like, I would like I get asked that all the time. Oh, what's your golf experience? I play golf. My handicap's putting the clubs in my car. You know that type of thing. Break the
Right.
ice that way.
100%.
I'm not going to
Sure.
brag about my accolades. Like hey, I got a birdie on the 18th hole of
Right.
a hill from 50 yards out.
Right.
No, I'm not going to do that. So, but yeah, I
No,
would say just think of something that's going to make you feel comfortable.
I agree. And I think nerves can overtake and then make you not swing free and easy. But yeah, it was an interesting week for me because I saw both sides of the parallel for sure. Thanks, Biggs. Always a pleasure. And until next week, folks, keep swinging for par.